All right, we got something a little bit different for you guys today.
That's right.
We are going to be looking at our own dynasty teams. We selected one league that we're in. We're going to break down our teams and the direction that we decided to take this year compared to last year. Shout out to Connor. In our Discord, there is a text channel it says suggest content ideas. Connor suggested this. He said, show us your dynasty teams and some recent trades you've done. Also, the direction your team is headed, such as rebuilder or contender. I think this would give great insight to many people and show how you guys go about making trades. So, again, if you want to join our Discord, the link is in the description. But let's talk about this. I chose my team from one of our follower leagues. We do follower leagues. Patreon link in the description as well. Plugs everywhere. But I chose one of our follower leagues, the OWN Dynasty League. Okay.
Right.
And let's talk about my direction. We did our startup last year.
Correct.
And I was in, quite a few dynasty leagues, and I pretty much all of them I went futuristic focus. But in this 2021 startup for the Bravo League, I was very heavy win now in my strategy. You can see my team now that's on the screen. So I had players, obviously Josh Allen, Stafford were my quarterbacks. I was stacked at running back, Chubb, Mixon, Dalvin Cook. I even had Leonard Fournette on my bench. At wide receivers, I had Amari, Diggs. I had DK, Claypool on my bench, and then tight end I had Kyle Pitts. So
right.
In this first year of the startup, my goal was I want to win it right now. I haven't tried this strategy very much, and let's get to it. I got so close. Was in the championship game and fell on my face. My team scored, I think, 90 points. This is a team, by the way, who's typically scoring 180 plus points. And I go out in the championship, just completely fall on my face. Only put up 90 points. So you can now see my current team and direction. Okay. So this is where it stands right now. The team that you saw previously was week 17, the championship week. And now you can see my team looks completely different. Okay. I transformed it via trades into a win now / futuristic hybrid. Okay. I have to be honest. I never really felt great about having so many aging stars on my team. I never felt good looking at those players, looking at their contracts, that they were on their second contracts, and the fact that they were getting so high in age. I also went all in with some trades, before last season that I look back on and I regret hard. Like I got Nick Chubb and I way overpaid. So I wanted this offseason to get more draft capital as well. So my plan, sell these aging stars for younger assets, whatever it took, to get a team that I'm more in love with, right? And now I'm going to take you through 7 trades to get where I currently am. So let's have a look at these trades, right? And again, you can see these on the screen. Now you can see our beautiful faces again. I'm going to show you 7 trades. So all the trades are in order of what I did from week 17 to now. Okay, so the first trade I did is I sent away Nick Chubb. Now I didn't get what I bought him for. I know that sounds crazy. I definitely overpaid last year, but I still got the 104 and 2 second-round picks. I feel really good about that with his current value. The next trade I did is I looked to cash in on Leonard Fournette. I didn't know at this time. No one thought Brady was going to retire. We didn't really know, but I said to myself, I don't want to risk it. Let's move on from Fournette as soon as possible. So I found a win now team and I got this deal done. I got Etienne in return, a guy that I love, still believe in, Tony in the 106. Yes, I sent away Claypool and I might regret that, but overall, I'm really happy with how this reshaped my team. Again, continuing to get young stars that I believe in. You can see the next trade on the screen. And a lot of people aren't going to like this one. Okay. But I like Juju. I like Juju Smith-Schuster. I've talked about him before as a buy low on one of our buy low series. So I sold Amari Cooper for Juju. Now I did get a second round pick and sent a third. So for me, it is impossible to trade Amari right now. That might have been the wrong move, but I felt that Juju probably presented more value in free agency going forward. And this trade was crucial. Okay, this next one, getting Lamar Jackson and the 206 for Joe Mixon and the 106. All right, and my plan was never to hold on to Lamar. I know a lot of people are probably confused by that, but I thought that I got Lamar really cheap here, and I could sell him for more value or for, continue to get this younger team that I desired. And this next trade was really, really big for me. I loved AJ Brown. I've been trying to get AJ Brown. So this was massive for me. I also grabbed Trevor Lawrence, a player that I still believe in. We've talked about him on this channel.
Yep.
So I got the 107, a second, as well as AJ Brown and Trevor. And then I sent away Diggs and Jackson. It's not that I don't believe in Lamar Jackson. I'm just trying to get a younger team as a whole. And again, still build up that draft capital. There's 2 more trades I want to quickly show you. Stafford was on my team, and I don't think you have to sell Stafford if you're wanting to be futuristic. I still think there's a lot of value for him, but I was able to move him for another young quarterback that I really love, that I really believe in, that we talked about on the channel. That's Tua. Okay, so I was able to sell Stafford and a third, and I got Tua, a first, the 207, and a fourth in 2023. So I felt really great about that as well. Again, getting more draft capital, getting a younger quarterback that I think has better fantasy days ahead of him. And the last move, I had Dalvin Cook on my team, and then he was just standing out like a sore thumb. I mean, everyone else was fitting my direction except for him. So I sent him away for Antonio Gibson and De'Ami Brown. De'Ami kind of just a throw in. Let's see what happens. So now you can see my team side by side. Okay, this is how we got there. All those trades that were made. Again, those trades. Trading isn't easy, guys. I mean, it is constant conversation. It is back and forth. It's
100%.
5 to 6 to 7 counters for each trade. But now you can kind of see my team compared to my 2021 team. Okay, you see what I was in week 17 and where my team currently stands. You can see it looks vastly different. But I'm really excited for the future, and I'm excited. Look at the draft pick specifically. Like, I'm really excited at the draft capital I was able to build up after screwing the pooch so hard last year on Nick Chubb. So I'm really excited about this team. This is one of my teams that I feel the most proud of in the offseason as far as how I built it and reconstructed it. A lot of people will look at a win now team and think, well, this is it. Let's just keep going in. I already felt nervous about being win now. Do you know? I didn't feel good. It didn't sit well with me. So this is where I currently stand. Badake, what team are you trying to show us? What league is it from?
Yeah, so it's the Bravo League as well, Bravo Dynasty.
Okay.
And looking back on my draft, I think I wanted a hybrid team of like older and young, and then also I was playing on what value I can get with some of these players.
Right.
Obviously, you can look at my team now. This is what my team used to be: Kyler Murray, Zach Wilson, Austin Eckler, Zeke, Rojo, with Jerry Jeudy, Allen Robinson, Pittman, Jacoby Myers, and my tight ends with Mike Gesicki and Logan Thomas. As you can see, there's no clear direction. There's a lot of risk there, you know. I thought Zeke was going to have a better bounce back year. I thought Rojo was going to be the guy over Lenny. You know, he was coming into a good second year. And then Jerry Jeudy, a guy that I thought was going to have a good upside, and he gets hurt in the first week. Allen Robinson is non-existent, you know, and then Logan Thomas also goes out really early, it felt like. So half of my team was injured. You know, Kyler Murray also gets hurt. Zach Wilson gets hurt. I was done. I was literally on the bottom of the leaderboard, as, you know, in the middle of the season. Okay, so then by that point, I was like, you know what, I'm done. So I was trying to make trades. Okay, and now you can see my current team here, and I've traded, and it looks a lot different. Okay. Yeah. Jordan Love. I already had Jordan Love on my bench, but Jordan Love, Zach Wilson, Ramondre Stevenson. I don't have a running back right now. I don't have an RB2 or a true RB1. Now I have Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool I traded for, and I still have my tight ends. Okay. I did everything possible to try to acquire draft capital in the 2022 or the 2023. And let me tell you something. Nobody wants to trade away their 2023 picks.
No, they don't.
So I said, you know what? F it. I'm going all in on 2022. Doesn't matter if this draft class is not the best. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm going to invest so much because I'm hoping that my pieces right now, the Pittmans, you know, the Jordan Love, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, can be something. You know, Jerry Jeudy hopefully can get a good quarterback, you know, and then maybe if that happens, I can trade for 2023. So obviously the elephant in the room is what does trade look like? Okay. And I traded away Kyler Murray. Okay. And look, and I knew I had to take a hit. The only value that I had on my team was Kyler Murray. I was like, well, if I can't get any draft capital, and if nobody wants anyone on my team, literally besides Kyler Murray, the guy I'm going to have to sell is Kyler Murray. So that's exactly what I did. And you can see on the screen, I got, the three first round 2022 picks for Kyler Murray, and I just threw away a couple thirds. Okay. You're probably saying that person got Kyler Murray hella cheap.
Yeah.
I probably should have gotten, at least 2-3 top 5 picks. It's okay because I already have a lot of picks. Okay. Let's go. Before I show you my picks, let me show you another trade I did. I traded away Austin Eckler. Okay. Mm-hmm. I traded away Austin Eckler and Jacoby Myers. And I got Darnell Mooney and 2 first-round picks, which I think it's a little bit better in my opinion. Once again, I was investing all in the 2022 draft capital. And then I traded Zeke and Ronald Jones, and I got Chase Claypool and a third. Once again, I'm going very young. My clear vision is going young, youthful, and I'm going to invest in the 2022. Now we can go to my draft picks, okay? That's actually on the screen, and you can see that I have 6 of the 12 first round picks in 2022. Yeah. I am going to be investing in everyone and taking a chance on every single one of these guys that I believe, obviously hopefully basing on their landing spot, that these guys can be my pillars, hopefully for the next couple of years. People that I hope to acquire in those based on their landing spots. Garrett Wilson, a Breece Hall, any quarterback, a Malik, a Pickett, Sam Howell. Hopefully those guys go to a team that I can believe in. George Pickens, David Bell, Drake London. I need one of those guys, at least maybe half of them, please, to hit. Because I went all in on 2022 once again. You can see my team back to back here. It's a big drastic change. I completely cleaned my team, completely reset because my team was absolutely terrible the year before. And I think it's clear that I like to go draft young now. And I think I like to have a young team for the future moving forward in Dynasty. So that's me, man. Yeah,
I think you were in a tough position because there was just so many misses in the draft that we didn't necessarily see coming. I think the fantasy community now can look at it and say, well, that's bad. But
100%.
A year ago, it was hard to see that miss.
Yeah, and that was big for a lot of my team. You think of Zach Wilson. I mean, technically he's not a miss because he's still young, but he was hurt. Rojo was terrible. Yeah. Jerry Jeudy, Allen Robinson, they did not produce. Especially I got Allen Robinson so low to be my wide receiver 2, and he was nothing. So it was tough.
I just want to quickly address the Kyler Murray trade because I do think people are going to think that you didn't get proper value.
That's fine. Yeah.
And let's just talk about it quickly, right? Like, I personally think that you could have gotten more value, and I think you probably realize that as well. But again, no one was trading 23 picks.
Exactly.
So you have to understand that. My only thing, and I told you this as well, is I don't think you get better as a futuristic team by moving Kyler Murray. So some of this had to do with your dislike of Kyler, right?
Yeah.
Kind of just not a fan of him.
I'm not. Look, I understand Kyler Murray in the fantasy community's eyes as a top 3 quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. He didn't finish as a top 3 or top 5 because obviously he was injured. And the rushing upside, I think they were trying to eliminate that a little bit more this year. For me, I wish I would have taken a Joe Burrow, a Justin Herbert there, a Lamar Jackson, because I had the 1.3 in our draft. Yeah. And I wish I just took one of those guys because I do believe in them more. I believe in their situation. I believe in their team. I believe in the people that are around them and how they're building around them. Obviously, all the stuff that's happening with Kyler Murray now. And mind you, I was trying to trade Kyler Murray all before the season started in 2021. And now all this stuff happening with him wanting a long contract, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been like a year in the making trying to sell Kyler Murray. And even then, I was still getting the same exact deal. I was only getting 3 firsts in 2022. Still then, nobody wanted to sell me a 2023 draft pick. So
I will say this, like, we don't see eye to eye on things always. Like, I mean, not always, but like, it's not uncommon. So, I'll do trades and you'll be like, no, that wasn't a good trade. You'll do trades and I'll be like, bro, look, what are we doing here?
And I guess
it happens.
Right before, I'm okay that I lost that Kyler Murray trade, because I'm really banking on this 2022 draft class. And maybe, once again, if Malik goes to the Steelers, could be something. If Sam Howell goes to Washington, it could be something. I don't know. Maybe I want to take a chance on one of those guys. So we'll see.
It's all unknowns right now. I mean, they say it's a 50% hit rate in the rookie drafts, but if you have 6 picks, hopefully there's enough pillars there to build from.
Exactly.
Let us know, guys. Was this helpful? And would you want us to do this for your teams? I mean, we might not be able to have access to all of your trades, but would you like us to have a look at screenshots of your team and give our opinions and what you might be able to do? Comment down below any thoughts.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
now,
it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.